Hello, chat. Welcome. We're back with Lost Call. The game I've been making for the past, well, mostly the past couple years. Some of it was made before that. Theptic, thanks for the 29. Glad you're enjoying it still, even after all the testing. I do want to thank Theptic, Firepith, and Slugfruits. And Lays helped a little bit, but they were having issues with the lag. For helping to test the second demo, because there was so much more stuff than I could manage to test myself. There's still a lot of broken stuff, obviously. It's just kind of, you know, it's hard to get rid of everything, but I wanted to get the demo out. Because I was getting sick of bug testing. It's a demo. It can be broken still a little bit. Thank you, Gato for the 16, Kirinu for the 39, and Invin for the 24. The big 2 years. So yeah, I decided to make a second demo with a second tower and a lot more stuff. And we're going to be showing it off today. I'll be talking about all the new stuff I added. And just kind of playing through it. So yeah. Just give me one sec. Okay. Where is my game? So the first thing you're going to notice is we have a title screen now. That's huge. Before it just started immediately. So I had to make all these menus and stuff. It took a while. There's currently just continue new game, which will ask you to confirm it so you don't accidentally delete. Quit closes the game. You can mute the music, but why would you want to? The reason I did this is just if you wanted to play with your own music but still hear sound effects. It's an easy way to do it. It's also easier than muting sound effects currently because the way I have the sound effects set up is they're on like 50 different kinds of items. And I don't currently have a quick way set up to just mute sound totally because I'd have to like individually mute it on like 50 different objects, so maybe we'll figure that out. For now you can just, you know, turn down the volume slider on your Windows. And we have speedrun mode because I already had that kind of working in the first demo. If you press T, but now it's like a setting. But we're just going to be playing through, so I don't really care about the speedrun mode currently. And yeah, existing save data, so the existence of new and continue means there is save data now, which was not in the game before. We have seen this cutscene before. I'm going to probably be quickly going through stuff we've already seen. It hasn't changed really at all. You stop the ringing, rips out the phone. How does it still ring after that? This phone must have wireless functionality. Guess I could go disable the nearby cell towers. That way this thing won't bother me ever again. And there's the little intro here, the tutorial messages. So the ground here is completely fallen in. Shouldn't be a problem, I'll just jump over it. So something I'll notice here is there's a sound effect and a little graphical explosion when you break the rocks now. That's one of the new things I've added in. There's a lot more like particles that weren't in previously. You'll also notice sparkles on this thing. I've basically put sparkles on anything that you can pick up and interact with to make it more obvious, because some people were saying, mainly with the skateboard, they weren't sure that it was even an item you could get. So I wanted to make it a bit more obvious. And I figured since I was adding the sparkles to the skateboard, I might as well add it to like everything you can interact with, just to kind of have that be an indicator. And there's also something new here. This used to be like, I think this used to be the briefcase and the salad was up there, but now it's a new kind of item. It looks like it's one of my failed poems I threw out. It's probably a bunch of these, still haven't really made one I'm proud of yet. Guess I might as well read it just to see how awful it is. Ideas come easy, but once prescribed, never seem to sound right. So they all become the same, another crumpled up page. It doesn't sound right, it was probably never a good idea in the first place. Might as well just toss it out and try again. So this is something that I wanted to add in to kind of show off the character a little more. And I'll go into this more in the full game, but Rem, the main character, is someone who is like trying to write poems and trying to, I guess in a simpler term, make art. And is kind of, you know, struggling a lot. Having a lot of thoughts of like not being good enough and stuff like that. And we'll kind of see that more throughout the full game. But I'm going to be using the poems as a way to kind of show off a bit more of Rem's character and some of the struggles Rem's having, because, you know, if you really think about the story in this, this is maybe not the most okay character. Like, they're resorting to destroying cell towers, so we're gonna be kind of going more into why they're doing that as the story goes on. This was in the original demo, the first demo. There's like ice challenges. There's this little arrow indicator when you can interact with something. I wanted to have this so certain things would be more obvious that you could interact with them. So there's a lot of little small quality of life things like that that I've added in for the second demo. There's also a little sound effect when the enemies fall off now, and when you kill them there's a little effect that happens. That little like white explosion. So a lot of little small things like that have been added in. And I'm probably gonna like be pointing them out. If I even remember all the things I've added. So once you get here, you got the big slime. And it explodes into little slimes when you get it. The enemies start out really simple in this game. I changed this room a little bit, because personally, the way this room was in the first demo felt awkward, because there was like no reason to go down, so now it's a bit more of a little challenge where you can practice your rolls. You can like learn that like, oh, I can't really roll a 4-tile gap, except you can. It's just like sub-pixel perfect. I can, like, never do it. But people told me it was doable. I actually thought it wasn't. Robin, thanks for the 38. So, I don't know if even the testers noticed this, but there is new Elder Dog dialogue. So, this was in the original demo. You there, young one, could you spare a moment to talk to an old dog? Many others used to live here. After the factory closed down, they left one by one. Thank you for listening to me. It's nice to have someone to talk to besides Frank. I don't think he listens to a word I say sometimes. So we have this little conversation. She's like, do come back sometime. And now, if you come back, there is actually more dialogue. There's a nice big lake to the south of here. Used to go boating there when I was younger. Oh, the memories. Of course, now the place is overrun with those pesky lizards. Much rather stick around here and tend my flowers than deal with those rascals. Lizard hater. But there's 2 more dialogues. I'm gonna have to remember how to get them all because it's pretty specific with the order you go about things. Also, a new Frank moment. Hey buddy, you just stumbled into one heck of a deal. Giving away a fully functional signal tracker for the low price of free. I have way too much of this junk. So you got the signal tracker. This is another new addition. And it's basically just a very simplified map. So this will update depending on where you are. It'll move your dot around. It's currently just based on the entire room. I'm probably going to make it a little more accurate in the full game. But the idea behind this is to give you a general idea of where the towers actually are. So you're not just aimlessly wandering around, which I felt was very important to get into the game. And I think it's a cool little way to do it. So I think this is cool. It is obviously, it's not like a map, it's not as helpful as a map. Maybe we'll add some kind of map in. Not sure. But for now, this does a good enough job of at least giving you some direction, I feel. And it was a lot easier to make than a whole map. So I'm gonna follow Elder Dog's suggestions, because I think if you do that, you get more of the dialogue. That's a long roll right there. You can roll over the 4 gap. You're not... That wasn't intended. But you can just barely make it. It's easier on holes than water because of how the art is drawn. I'm gonna make a video. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a Steam demo out. I'm gonna get this demo on Steam and then I'm gonna make a video at that point. And that way I can rally up like wish lists. That's my ultimate plan. So I'm gonna hold off on the video until I can get the demo on Steam. And then, you know, I'll probably make a second video when the game's fully out. Lizards. So, small thing with the lizards now, if they roll in the water, it actually looks like they land in the water. That was most certainly not the case in Demo 1. So, small fix. Also, the grass now has an effect, so there's a sound effect. And the little leaves fall down, that's another new thing. I think the small things like that really add up to make the game feel more, I don't know, more like alive. So I'm glad I got some stuff like that in. There's more I can do, you know, I feel like a death sound when you kill an enemy is something I could do. And some more things. There's also the rain. The rain is new. The rain was not in Demo 1, and I really like the rain. I think it adds a lot to this area. It makes it feel more unique, and it really fits with like the blue and the lake setting, I feel. I did show off the rain, I think, on an earlier showcase, but it wasn't in Demo 1. Well, I kind of have a cover. I have like a cover for Itch.io and stuff. Got the blow dryer. So yeah, if I quit out right now and continue, it's gonna load me back at where I spawned into the room. So that's how the save loads work. It saves when you press this. And apart from that, it saves when you pick up items and when you complete towers, I think. In case you get like a forced close, it still saves occasionally. But it doesn't save on like everything. I think it might save on like salads too. I think salads and like poems and tapes maybe, but not briefcases. I kind of forget exactly, but I'm glad I got the saves in. Honestly, that was probably the hardest thing to get working for this demo, was saves. Because none of that was really in the game yet. And it's a bit tricky to get working. So here now I can just save quit and I'm back here. I can kind of use it to speed things up. Oh, signs. I've added some signs to help with things. As you can see, there's the little arrow pops up, which is supposed to help you realize, oh, you can actually interact. Boating tip. No sail, no problem. There's all sorts of ways to move your boat of choice. All you need is some sort of force to propel yourself towards your destination. So there's little hints at what to do, because some people weren't really sure. And I wanted to give little in-universe ways of like helpful tips that would actually make sense. So there's little boating tips that people left around. Here's another boating tip. Too much movement can be dangerous while in the water. It's best to stay still and simply turn your body. Turn while holding down the key to stay in the place in the raft. So this is something that I got complaints about that was already fixed. People were like, it's hard to turn around and like walk on the raft, but you don't have to. You can just hold down the button. And that wasn't communicated properly. But it is now, there's now a little sign to help people realize that. So I did kind of take in some feedback from the first demo and try and add in some things to help. It's like another one of my scrap poems, might as well get this over with. I actually just noticed I'm supposed to have a portrait here, so minor issue there. Ask the sky not to rain, because when it does, the sun never shines. I stay in bed all day. Shade the sky listened, and I stayed in just the same. Does it really matter if the sun is shining or not, since it's not going to make writing or waking up any easier. So just another glimpse into Rem as a character there. I really want to, you know, focus more on the characters instead of the, I guess, lore of the area or whatever. There's a little bit of, like, talking about, the tapes, when you find the tapes, which I'll have to gather all those for the new content. There's a little bit about the area, but for me, when there's like lore and stuff, I don't really care as much unless it's about like the characters themselves. And that's what I'm really trying to get into when you find like random pickups and stuff. So the poems you learn about Rem a little more, and the tapes you learn about some other characters. This was Demo 1 boss. I'm gonna fight them again just because I might as well. Even though you can skip this guy pretty easily. I mean, not with my current kit. I didn't get skateboard yet. Lost Call, all hitless bosses. YouTube video. Ow, never mind. I love the song on this one. So yeah, I've made all the music in this game. Fun fact about this wind sound. I don't know if I pointed this out last in any of the showcases before, but I made this wind sound in chiptone like a lot of other stuff. And I made this for Branches to Branches. This is the same wind sound I used in Branches to Branches, but I made it actually loop properly, because in Branches it would just cut and then like you could hear the loop point. So I just made this loopable and used the same sound. It's quite the climb. I don't think I've ever been this high up before. So you want to figure out how to disable this tower. So this is the first cutscene. We already did see this one. There is now a second tower though, which is what we're going to be heading to after this. But yeah, the idea behind these cutscenes is like, it's basically memories that Rem is having of like people they used to know and be connected with. So this first character is just like a friend, and they're kind of grown apart because the friend is like busy and stuff. You can just sit here a bit longer if you want. But now the cutscene just ends and you can like keep playing. And I skipped the climb on the way down because I'm like, you already climbed up the whole thing. We can just skip that. Oh, I haven't showed the missing poster yet. That is not the same character. You can like compare the portraits. They're quite different. The climb is actually something that like made me want to keep working on this again and like return to it, because I like came up with that idea. Because I've always had, you know, I had this idea for this game for a long time. And it was like, oh, you know, you gotta destroy the cell towers. But I'm like, how are you gonna do that? Are you just gonna like use a bomb and like the whole thing falls down or something? But then when I came up with the intro cutscene, where you like rip the wire out, I'm like, well, you can just rip the wire out of like the tower, like the wiring in the tower. And then I came up with, oh, you can like, we can have this scene where it's like sideways and you can climb up the ladder like in Zelda kinda, Link's Awakening. But more like cinematic. I think it turned out really well. So here's a tape. I don't think this was a tape in the original demo, because I didn't want the tapes to be right next to each other. But now I don't care because there's already 4 tapes. So, this is now interactable. This is a missing poster. Please contact shop owner if you have any leads. And you'll notice this character has like a hat. Maybe the kind of hat an explorer would wear. So this character is actually the character from the tapes, which is never actually explicitly said. But if you read all the tape dialogue, you maybe get a bit of info about this character. So, Explorer's Log. I arrived at this factory town. So many ruins, so much history. So I hope that I'll make some big discovery here. And then Frank's like, that voice, it really is. Hey, but if you find any more of these tapes, bring them right here, alright? So that's kind of suggesting that Frank knows who this is. New items. Spotted one of my specialty items. I call it a ringtone. You can install it onto your phone. It changes the sound of the ring. I think it'll really catch on. I call this one the Dupe. It's a lot easier on the ears than your typical ring. Be yours for just $30. So these are a bit expensive, but I wanted to have more things you could buy with the money because I was having more more chests and stuff you could find because there's just a bigger map. So normal ring. This is the dupe. It's a lot gentler. Some people were saying the ring was really annoying, so I'm like... And this was already an idea I had. This was something I wanted to do before Demo 1 even. But I did hear some people saying like the ring is annoying, so I wanted to add some alternate alternate sounds you could use. There's going to be more in the full game as well. There's currently 2, so after you buy the first one, the other one shows up in the store as well. And the other one is even better, but I'm going to have to like save up on some money for it. But yeah, that was just kind of a way to like have something else in the store that you could get and also alleviate some problems with like, I don't want to hear this ring the whole time I'm playing the game. Because it is a little annoying. I do get that. But I thought that was a good way of going about that. Do. Oh, I should get money. Because I want to get all the things. I should just get like every chest as well, probably. Out of my way, guys. So we're gonna go get the skateboard now. Casual long roll. So there's a sign up here now. I don't know if, maybe the signs are hard to notice. It's fine if you don't see the signs, you know? But they are here. Warning, skate park is out of commission due to potholes. Please don't forget to take your skateboard with you when you leave. So that's supposed to kind of suggest that if you maybe didn't see the skateboard, oh, maybe someone left their skateboard behind. But, you know, you can see it on the way in. It's sparkly. I was trying to make it more obvious to find this. Especially because it's now needed to get to the second area here. Small change that no one's probably noticed. This railing has moved back 1 block. And the reason behind that was before you would buffer down left. Okay, you still can't buffer down left, but you had barely any time to go down right here. And now that I move this 1 pixel, it's a lot easier to get through that spot. $20 also. There are $20 cases now. There's only 2. But that's a lot of money. We'll be doing some crazy skate park tricks later. But yeah, skateboard's pretty good for movement. Basically, you have to learn how to use the skateboard, much like a real skateboard. If you just hold full direction the whole time, it like slows you down and then it stops like that, and it's not that great. But what you can do is you can let go of the control stick or the arrow keys, and it'll maintain the speed the whole time. And instead of just like waiting till it goes out, you can double tap and use it again at like full speed. So there's a lot of like technique behind the skateboard. There's also some tech later on that I'll show off. Don't clip out of bounds. There's a known glitch here where the slimes clip out of bounds and it doesn't work. I couldn't figure out why. There's still some bugs in this game, but if that does happen, you can just quit out and reload. You'll notice here, you can see the salad. There's a little lookout point, and I wanted you to be able to see the item over there. Which we actually can't get yet, because we need the elastics for that one, which is one of the new items. Or it is the only new item, basically, besides the map, I guess. This little area has a heart plant. So yeah, this is just an extension of the park. There's like a second room and it goes all the way over here. And there is another poem up here. Gameplay utility? I don't know what that means. Walk through the same park, the same path as always, hoping for things to change, yet doing nothing to cause it. This is from the trailer. Yo, it's not so easy to get things to change. When you try for so long and nothing works, you start to give up. That's actually very insightful into this character's backstory that we'll see later. Because I guess it's kind of, you can kind of tell in this demo too, that like, there's not really anything going on in Rem's house. It's like completely empty. And all of Rem's poems, that's a bit of a layer issue. All of Rem's poems are just like crumpled up and thrown away, and you know, is Rem even still making poems anymore? It's something we can ask. Anyway, what the heck, Frank's? Why is Frank's here? How did Frank get here? So you've got your eyes on that megaphone. Megaphone was in the original demo. I made the price a little bit cheaper. It's a little easier to get now. This will be explained, by the way. You might think this is just a gag, where Frank is always in every shop, but it's gonna be explained. I have an actual genius way to tie this into the whole story. Y'all are just gonna have to wait until 2 years when I finish the full game. Anyways, this is the ruins. So we got some banger music. We got the rock bugs. They run away as soon as you break their rock. They're very brave when you have the rock, but the moment you break it... Ow. It can still hurt you though. There's a little rail challenge up here. It's pretty fun. Oh, I forgot to go back for the Elder Dog dialogue. Yeah, you're right. It's hard to remember. I already skipped the park dialogue, I think. You're supposed to do Lake. You do Canyon 1, and then you talk to Elder Dog, and then you get the park dialogue. Then you get the skateboard, and you get the final dialogue. So I missed the park dialogue. I can go back for the ruins dialogue, but I did miss one. Oh yeah, there's Signs here. Signs, my beloved. One of the greatest additions to this demo. Behold the ruins of the desert, built by an unknown ancient civilization. Oddly enough, this building doesn't appear to have an entrance. How mysterious. The sign is sponsored by Frank's. So, Frank has kind of turned these ancient ruins into like a bit of a, I don't know, like a tourist attraction to advertise his shop. That was kind of the idea here. Great mysterious mirrors of the desert. We can only wonder why these were constructed. Please refrain from making noise into the nearby device. So this is just a hint that you can rotate these if you ring at them. Some kind of sound-powered mirror thing. Warning, bats! Frank's not responsible for any injuries that may occur due to local wildlife. And there is in fact bats here, which are one of the new enemies. Yo, the double shot? What the hell are you doing? I've never seen that in my life. So you go through here, there's a button, and it turns on the laser. And the point of this laser is to basically redirect it through all the mirrors and it kind of transforms this whole area into like this mirror kind of puzzle. This section is more of a, you know, just follow the line, figure out where you have to aim these things. But I do like this mechanic. I think it's a cool way of like utilizing all this space in some new way. Oh, I didn't go up here yet. Before you lies the most impressive ruin of all, a tower that stretches endlessly into the sky. How this ancient civilization have the ability to build so high, we may never know. What we do know is that the prices at Frank's can't be beat. Dude, Frank's prices are actually a scam, by the way. Like, $20 salad. Actually crazy. So this is something else new. We've seen these weird elevators before, but now you can actually go up here and it's like some oddly shaped indentation in the wall here. Seems like something is supposed to be placed in here. Doesn't look like I have it though. So maybe we'll be able to figure out what that is later on. Frank might be like, you know, a funny character, but he is kind of, he's a little scummy in some ways, I would say. But you know, we still love Frank. So, we can lead this up into here, into this wall. It'll enter into this area. This will obviously react to... This will obviously not react to whether or not you move it away, because I didn't do that yet, apparently. But this is probably the most puzzly room in the whole game. This is the biggest taste of puzzle you'll get, so... You can go up here, and you'll notice there's like a path up there that we can't get to right now. What we can do is set up these puzzles, these to be there, so that it like rebounds it back. Puzzle spoilers, by the way. If you want to figure this out yourself, I'm gonna be solving it. So that lets me get over here. And you'll realize, oh wait, I still can't even go up here. Like, how did this help me that I opened this door? And I can't like turn this up and get back. So it's clearly impossible. But the actual solution is to just go back here, turn that up, then go back down, turn it the other way again. And then now you can go get the salad. So that's like the biggest puzzle in the game so far. I'm probably gonna add a couple more puzzles for the full game. It's not the main focus. You know, I'm not trying to make a puzzle game, but I want it to kind of be a bit Zelda-y in the way that there's some puzzles in like certain areas. Because I think that's pretty fun. I also wanted to just have some mirror-related puzzle instead of just follow the lines, which is basically how the outdoor section goes. And I like that room, I think it turned out good. Here's the oasis. This is just a puddle, so you can walk on it. I was thinking about adding like a reflection on these and like a splash effect, but I didn't get around to it. Because there is a couple rooms where there's like shallow water. Anyways, this is the actual progression way to use the laser. It hits the eye and opens the door. And now we are in the tomb. Roger, thanks for the 30. Oh geez, there's arrows. So you gotta look out for the arrow traps. There's treasure chests with keys. This is very dungeony. Zelda-dungeony. This game isn't really meant to have a bunch of like Zelda dungeons, but this is one of the closest things you'll get to one. I can actually use this to hit this guy with the arrows. Which is something I wanted to do. These arrows are kind of inspired by the Dark Souls Sen's Fortress traps. So I wanted to allow that. These are just spike traps. Don't want to hit those. Does this remind you of Difficulty Dungeon? Difficulty Dungeon was inspired by this. This was already in the works. This arena's a bit tough because there's ghosts and bats at the same time. And there's pitfalls. Of course, pitfalls don't hurt you in this game. Currently. I don't know, I'm probably just gonna keep it so they don't. Looks like there's a small key in here. There's also arrows here over the chest. Maybe that gets someone with that. Yeah, the ghosts don't really go after you unless you're super close. That was horrible timing. It's fine. I can't time that. So yeah, there's spike traps here. Use a skateboard to skip one of those pretty easily. Ow. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the tomb. I think it's one of the more difficult areas so far. It's pretty interesting, and I'm getting destroyed here. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of different mechanics and stuff. Obstacles. By the way, fun fact, these have a higher chance of hearts. These pots. So if you want to refill, use those ones. Oh, by the way, the megaphone now has increased damage. So you notice they die in 2 hits instead of 4. Sometimes you can 3-hit these guys anyways, like you get a double hit there, you can see. So it does more damage, but it sends you backwards, sends you flying backwards, so it's like kind of a trade-off. I might have to balance it more, but I did try and make the megaphone more viable in combat, because nobody was really using that before. There wasn't really a reason to use it before. This part gets a little crazy. It's not actually that hard, but it just looks like there's so much going on. And yeah, these were just little arenas that the idea was like, you gotta deal with obstacles while fighting enemies at the same time. Be a little trickier. Wanna see something cool? If you're fast enough, you can go over these. Yeah. You can like go fast enough to not even have them follow you in time because there's a slight delay. But you need to megaphone skateboard at full speed. Can stand on them? How? Yo, I didn't know that. That makes sense though. You just gotta wait till it closes though. Yeah, I guess there's a couple ways to mess around with that. Anyways, Bat Boss. I have showed off these bosses already, but I think they're pretty cool. So this guy has a bunch of moves. There's the lunge, there's the just chase after you move, and then this is when the bat's doing the laser. So what you can do is cause the laser to hit the mirrors, and it'll bounce all the way back up, and you can get a bunch of damage in. There's a little glitchy movement. You can see how, like, that's a little jittery. Maybe I'll play around with that at some point. But for the most part, I think this fight's pretty cool. It's definitely a lot different from Rollbot, which I like. It's a very unique fight. Again, bosses are kind of tricky to make. Because I gotta have all these different moves that like dynamically work into each other and stuff. But it was pretty fun to get this guy working, and you know, I wasn't even sure how much bosses I was gonna add in this game, but I'm definitely gonna add a few more. Because I think they're pretty fun just to fight and make them as well. Yeah, apparently there's a skip. Apparently you can skip that guy for like clipping out of bounds. I didn't even know clipping out of bounds was ever gonna be a thing. That was like even a little consistent, but I think the consistency thing is as you're falling, you like don't have collision and then you get pushed while you don't have collision. I don't know. I don't even know how that works. It's weird. But anyways, at the end of the tomb you get this thing, which you may recognize. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of oddly shaped gem. Maybe I can find some use for this. Might as well take it with me. So this gem is, of course, the elevator gem, which we'll learn right here. You're kind of forced to learn this because it's right in front of you. Oh, this hole looks like the perfect place to insert that strange gem I found. Just gonna put it in here and see what happens. And yeah, this basically powers up the elevator, and it's now fully usable from any spot. And that is how the elevator works. You can choose your floor, and it'll take you there when you press the button. So this essentially loops you back here again. Which, of course, that's a lot of the design in this game, is looping you back to places you've been. But there's also a third floor, so let's check that out. And this elevator, the reason I have this like right away, there's another elevator, and you can actually find the other elevator, but it's not usable yet. But in the full game, there's going to be a second elevator, and the gem is not going to be right next to it. It's going to be like somewhere completely different, so it'll help you connect the pieces that you can use that other one. Anyways, we're now in the sky. So there's a little detail here. It's like the wall is depicting some sort of skateboard move. Seems a little dangerous, but I'm sure I could pull it off. So this is the rail jump, which is a fun mechanic I added in. You can jump from rail to rail. I was trying to think of ways to make the skateboard a bit more interesting, and I came up with this. So there's a little like course here you can go through using the rail jump and these little boost pads. I missed. I keep doing that wrong. Shortcut. What? I keep pressing it too early. You'd think I'd know how to do this. So yeah, there you go. And then you can turn off these zappies and get back. And the point of this is actually there's a door here blocking your progression. And each side lights up one of these things. Very White Palace-y. And there's more zaps here. These ones you can avoid. You just have to figure out how to get around them. Gotta figure out the timing. Which is why I don't reset your spawn to the beginning here. Damn it! This one's tricky. But we got it there. And then this is just a short little rail to get to the end. And oh, you know, we haven't checked the map in a while. Maybe we should check the map. Oh! It's right here. And yeah, I'll just give some more time to listen to the music because I like this track. I showed off this song, and I played it in the trailer and stuff, because this is one of my favorite tracks. And this is where it's used. And here's the, there's another tower scene. I like this one with the clouds. We're super high up. And then second tower cutscene, so we haven't seen this one yet. It's not any easier the second time. Let's just get this over with. Worked last time, so I guess I'll just pull out these wires and disable the tower. The wall, Rain World. I'm never ready for it to snap. Yeah, Rem always like wipes out after pulling it. Might as well take in the view a bit before I move on. Got all your stuff then? Yeah, I think it's all here. Alright, guess that's it then. Yep. Hey, if you ever feel like you need to talk, you can still call me, okay? Yeah, thanks. Goodbye then, Rem. Bye, Kali. So, new character. Take note of that one line. You can still call me. That's interesting, right? Also, moving out, so I wonder if these two were living together. And what you can infer from that. So yeah, here's the completion screen. I missed some things, obviously. We're gonna go back for some things. There's a whole area I haven't shown yet. And I want to show the tapes and stuff. But there is a little screen here, and you can continue from tower. And the way the second demo works is, currently, I have to go back to this tower to get that screen again. That's just how the demo works, because, you know, you go to one tower, and then the second tower becomes the ending tower. Because you can do them in any order. You can finish this tower first. It's just probably unlikely you will do that because it's so much further away. I didn't hit the lever down here, did I? It's fine, we can just warp back here. So yeah, here's a whole new area. This is kind of the extension of the ruins. There's a broken down bridge over here with some rock guys. And if you go down here, there's actually a cave. It's a little water up there, just to look cool. But this is where one of the new tapes is. So you gotta go around this ring here. Of course there's bats in here. Some kind of cassette tape. So yeah, I'm gonna go through all the new tape dialogue as well. This guy always gets me. But yeah, there's these little, like, pieces of bridge in the foreground. I like these things. Little broken columns. And now you might not notice, this is kind of hard to notice, I realized, but there is actually a Rock Bug Arena down here. And you can get a $20. You don't actually need this $20 to buy everything, but it is there. Also, this is a one-way rail. I forgot to hit this, so that just leads back to where the first boss is. The reason that's a one-way is because otherwise you'd be able to skip the whole lake section, which I don't want you to do. But I might redesign that a little bit in a way that lets you go back but doesn't let you fight the boss. I'm not really sure yet. Ways to get yourself on the wrong layer? Yes. You can do this and walk on air. Okay, we're gonna get the second ringtone, let's go. This one is the lizard. It imitates the sound those cute little buggers make. Frank likes lizards. Important character moment. Not really, but you know, Elder Dog hates lizards, Frank loves lizards. Very important lore. So here's the ring. It's the lizard sound. Can you tell I love the lizard sound? I implemented it into one of the songs. I made it a ringtone. I just think it's a cute sound. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. My favorite sounds in the game are probably megaphone sounds and the lizard sound. I love the megaphone sound. Beach showcase? That's not even supposed to be in. I'll show that off later. I'm going to the sewers now, because that's the final big thing that's been added that I haven't shown off yet. And the new tapes. You're gonna see me skip this whole section because I feel like it. Frick. Frick. Never mind, I'm bad. There we go. You normally have to make your way through all those explodey rocks with the megaphone. So we have tapes. We have more tapes. This is the second one. I think I changed this one a little bit from the first demo. Gonna look deeper at some of the cave systems around here. Many of them seem to have old collapsed ancient structures. It's very cool. I have so much curiosity of the civilizations that used to live here. Wonder how deep these structures go. Of course, the local residents have known about these ruins for ages. The local shopkeeper told me about some vast ruins to the east. So I changed this to the ruins to the east to draw you there if you haven't been there. Instead of into the sewers, because the sewers are not really important to progress. And also, the sewers are not really the ancient ruin, they're just like sewers, for the most part, apart from the bottom of the well. Must have found something, but where? Apologize, I'm just thinking out loud. So you come back in. Here's the new tapes. Oh wait, am I still missing one? No, I think I got them all, right? Swears Lock 3. Oh my, these ruins are even more incredible than I imagined. I'm in awe of their greatness. Most impressive is of course the tower that seems to stretch endlessly into the sky. The architecture is truly unreal. After studying the inside, it's my belief the tower is some sort of elevator. Only I could uncover how to operate it. There also appears to be some sort of underground tomb that I can't wait to explore, a perfect place to uncover old secrets. Let us adventure deeper within them tomorrow. For now, I'm excited to talk more with the charming shopkeeper about any further leads. So full of excitement as always. Always too willing to travel deeper than you should. Thanks again, buddy. If you find any more of these, please bring them to me right away. So you do have to leave and re-enter, which is a bit awkward here, but I'll probably fix that. Yeah, they're in the same order, no matter where you get them. I'm ecstatic to discuss my first great discovery. I was correct about the Great Tower's use. It's a fully operational elevator. Civilization. I keep switching between S and Z on that. I need to, like, figure that out. I think it's Z. It's clearly way ahead of their time in terms of technology. I'm most impressed. Appears they were also capable of constructing an entire structure above the clouds. These feats are simply beyond my understanding. I would also like to report that my good shopkeeper friend Frank is offering to throw me a celebration in honor of this accomplishment. He really is quite the charming fellow. I think he'd keep these tapes mostly about his discoveries. If you couldn't already tell, Bud, I knew this explorer personally. We were close friends. A while back he went on one of his usual explorations, but this time he never came back. I've been trying my best to find him, but to no avail. These tapes are the only clues I have. I don't know how you're so good at finding these, but you really give me hope that we can find him. I feel like at this point I must ask you formally, please try to find the rest of these tapes. And help me find him. Help me find Willard. Sorry about your friend Frank. I'll do my best to keep looking. So, huge reveal. The name of this character. And Frank actually mentions that he's looking for him, so could this be Willard on the missing poster? Rick, thanks for the raid. I'm playing, I'm showing off the game I'm making. You're kind of coming... Oh, there's still some cool stuff to show off. You missed the first bit, but that's alright. New Elder Dog dialogue. There are old ruins of the Far East that are quite the sight to see. One of the old buildings is so tall you can't even see the top. It's incredible. And you know what? That Frank went and built a shop right in the thick of it. Just disrespectful if you ask me. That place should be left untouched as a historic landmark. So I missed the park dialogue, but you'll realize that Elder Dog is actually salty as hell. When she talks about the lake, she's like, these stupid lizards. When she talks about the ruins, she's like, Frank is ruining this. And when she talks about the park, she's like, they built this ugly skateboard park in the middle of nature. That's great. Ah, lizards! Oh, I'm fighting you with your own noise. Get wrecked. Wait, what? They think I'm one of them. So, this used to be a very, underutilized area in the original demo. It was kind of just, you could open that one gate there, and there's like a treasure trove over here, which is still here. But there's now more to the sewers, and this is one of the areas that has changed the most, I would say, or the most has been added. So there's now a little raft over here, which obviously you need the blow dryer for, but you can also go in this pipe. There's like a little inside of the pipe area. Thanks, Rick. Now what could be over here? Turtles! The turtles will bounce around. Honestly, these guys catch me off guard sometimes. Because they always move diagonally. I'm dead! Just showing off the death cutscene, you know. That's an important thing to show off. I didn't just actually die or anything. Oh my god, dude, the turtles. But yeah, these are a silly enemy. I'm going to use them a bit more in the full game. The sewers are going to be expanded a bit. Currently they're only in this one room. Nice, there's $10 in here. Map in the sewers? Oh yeah, so The signal tracker doesn't work indoors, unless you're just like in a house. It just shows no signal. You gotta be outside. So if you're in a cave or if you're in the sewers, it just doesn't work. You know where I came up with the idea for that? Is because I didn't want to frickin' make... I didn't want to have to make it work in every scene. And it makes sense that it doesn't work. So you know I'm taking that as an opportunity to not have it update your position in every cave. The lizards and the turtles are working together! Get back here. I like this part of the song. So yeah, you can get through a couple arenas. Leads you back out here. Probably everyone is gonna fall into this water. And you know what? That's okay. You gotta expect the unexpected. It's another raft challenge here. This just has a ton of lizards. You're gonna notice there's a bunch of lizards here. And we already had like that huge lizard outbreak, so maybe this is building up to something. Wah, wah. I killed that guy the same frame it shot, and it just shot straight up and missed. So there's a sewer salad here. Out of my way, lizards. What? Noises. Alright, here we go. Big lizard! Boss fight. So yeah, this is the big lizard boss fight. This is optional, but it's a pretty cool fight. They will also summon little lizards every few moves. And you'll notice the lizard sound is actually in the song. Apart from me just making the lizard sound with my own phone. Here, I'll switch so you can hear it better. Here's the lizard rat. Whoa, this guy's walking over. Lizard walk. Womp. Big lizard noise. Yo, thanks for the money. Still going. Got him. Alright, we beat lizard. That guy's a little tough when you have low health, but when you can just damage tank, it's pretty easy. I'm gonna balance the health a little more in the full game. It's gonna be like, you either need like 2 or 3 salads to get a full heart. Currently you just get a salad, you get a full heart. But I wanna kind of balance it more, so you can't just be like, have like 10 billion HP early on. But that's a problem for the full game. Oh, there's a whole bunch of hair elastics just lying on the ground here. I used to launch these from my fingers as a prank. I wonder if I could cause some damage like that. You got the elastics. Hold down and release the D key or B button to use them. So yeah, instead of like arrows or whatever, you just have the hair elastics that you fling at people. Inspired, of course, by me flinging hair elastics at, like, my family and stuff. We used to, like, fling hair elastics at each other. I'm sure a lot of people did that. And yeah, that's what this area is for. You can hit these targets with the hair elastics. And it's currently the only area this gets used, just because, you know, these were just kind of added now. But in the full game, there's going to be a lot more uses for this. It's kind of the same case with a lot of the items, like, I just haven't really found a way to use them a whole lot within the confines of the demo, but there's going to be more uses of them when the full game is ready. But yeah, neat little challenge, find all the hidden targets and shoot them. And that's why that's why that room exists. That's also where that salad was. You can see there. One more thing I can show off. Beach. I'll show that off. Okay, I'll show that at the end. But there's like a little area I haven't shown that is new. Just using my speed strats to get around faster. Oh, let me get the salad. I can afford it now. Thanks, Frank. Oh wait, there's another salad up here I haven't got either. I'm not even sure if I'm even 100%ing this right now. Whoops. So there's a whole raft challenge that I showed off last demo. But why would we do that when you can just do this? There's some speedrun tech for you. We don't want to have to do all that whole raft section. Okay, here's the new area I want to show off. So, the snow is also new. The snow effect. I really like the little particles. I think they add a lot to the game. Like the snow and the rain. I think I did a good job with those. There's this room, which has another elevator. I guess I don't have text here, because I didn't want to make you think you could actually do this yet. But you'll realize this is an elevator, right? It looks exactly like the other elevator. And in the full game, you're going to be able to find this crystal somewhere. And there's going to be an area down here, so... Bit of a sneak peek, you know? Also, I made this even further. There's a platform on the other side. And I'm like, screw that, you're not going to be allowed to get there. Which has a loading zone, by the way. But none of y'all get to see that. And another area I changed was up here. Oh right, there's another poem I haven't got yet. Time seems frozen when every day is the same. Earth turns but I still stay still. If only it would move me with it instead of planting my roots. It's not the Earth's fault you're not moving, it's your own laziness. I suppose it's easier to just blame something you can't control. So, and now there's this little area. You can see there's a case over there. But there's also a more difficult ice challenge. Whoops, didn't mean to do that, but it worked. And there's a cave over here. Some more ice blocks. This is supposed to be a little section where you can, like, blow these guys off. But you don't have to. You can just run past them. Am I missing any salads? I'm missing 2. But yeah, you can kind of go around like this. Using the dryer while sliding makes you go slower, it's kind of funny. And here's another tree wall. The tree walls kind of block off the demo. That doesn't have a room yet, I haven't even made that. But you can get this as well. And there's this little ruin section which has been... It's been turned into a lot more cohesive of an area than it used to be. And the snow area will be expanded even more in the full game. There's going to be a tower over here. There's going to be a lot more stuff, so you will get more icy, snowy area in the full game. I think it's going to be a cool area. Another fun thing you can do is megaphone onto the ice, and you go yeet yourself. Makes you go really fast. So that's a fun little thing you can play around with. What? Don't mind that. Yeah, that's some of that jankness, I suppose. Listen, this game being jank is okay because that just makes it more fun to mess around with things. As long as it's not jank in the way that it's like, you know, annoying to play. I like having cool little tech you can do. I think that makes games more fun. But yeah, I got most of the stuff. I don't think I'm missing any of the new things. I think I'm missing the lake salad, which is already in the game, and I don't know what other salad I'm missing. Actually not sure. Canyon salad? Oh yeah. Next to boss. Anyway, someone found this. If anyone wants to play around with a new area that's not finished yet, Bean found this. So I have to manually place the colliders in this game, right? And sometimes you just don't place a collider by accident. It may seem like this was an intentional secret because you can actually walk around this perfect path in a one-tile gap, but this was not intentional at all. I just left this in by accident. And you can go up here, and you can visit the beach early, which is an unfinished area. There is actually a decent amount of work put into here. But I decided to scrap this out of the demo because it's kind of leading you to a dead end, and it just didn't really fit in. But this is here, and you can play around with it. Like, there's supposed to be like enemies here and stuff. They're not here yet. You can try and avoid the water, though. It's pretty fun. The water does drown you. So that's a neat little mechanic I made for the beach. It's also got music and like the color and like everything's here. It's mostly done, you know? It's just not quite ready. I want to have enemies basically, and there's going to be an NPC here. It's going to be some stuff. This also doesn't have a load. Same with down here. So, you know, I didn't block these off because I didn't intend you to even get over here. So you can just kind of go into nothingness, but you can technically visit this early as like an Easter egg, we'll call it that. Oh, this has the wrong ID. Wait! Chat, I just realized. This has the same ID as probably the... What is it? No, it's probably the gate in the sewers. If you got here before the sewers, you could hit this and it would open the sewer gate. But unless it's set to 1. If it's set to 1, then it would be the same as the park. But yeah, because I opened the one gate, whatever ID this is sharing with something, I opened that one and it opened this. Which is kind of funny. See, this was where the sewers were going to take you out of. But I changed it because I wanted it to be more connected with the current demo map, so it just puts you in the park. But I am going to let it lead you here in the full game, and you can go over here, and there's going to be... The factory's going to be over there. Little sneak peek. But I do like the beach. And it's definitely the most work that's been put into an area that's not finished yet. The factory has like a tiny little bit, because I was playing around with moving platforms and like I got the color and stuff, but there's not a whole lot else to the game besides the current demo and this area. Oh, beach ball. So it's going to be a bit before we get more into the game. Factory is brown. Also, yeah, I fixed it. Before it used to load you behind the trees and you'd be eternally jailed, but I fixed that. So you can actually visit the beach without getting locked. When Bean found it, they just got trapped. But yeah, that's mostly everything. In the new demo. If it looks cool, I hope everyone plays it. I'm glad some people have been enjoying it already. Makes me really happy to make a game that people are playing and enjoying. It's like, you know, it's so much work, but it's worth it in a way because I don't know, I've always wanted to make games and I feel like this game has turned out pretty well. It's like fun. Sure, there's some jank, sure there's some like, I don't know. I don't really know what to call it. It's obviously not like perfect, but I think what I've accomplished so far, like it's, you know, it's a game that I made by myself and I don't exactly have a whole lot of experience making games. I do have a decent amount. But I think it's been going pretty well and yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed the showcase. I hope everyone enjoys playing it. Play it yourself. It would make me happy if you play it yourself. It's on my itch.io. Scurry.itch.io. And I'll probably get it on Steam. I wanted... My next steps for this, I want to get a demo on Steam and like a Steam page up, and then people can like wishlist it and play the demo on Steam and stuff. I think that'd be cool. But yeah. A lot of the work that I put into this was like trying to make sure the saves worked. Like the map, like a bunch of little things. It's crazy, like I feel like I put so much more work in and it was like visually not a whole lot of stuff was really added. But it's just so much work to like polish things and like get all these small things working you need in the game. Like, I'd say I built, like, the whole tomb, right? Obviously, there were still some things to iron out there. But that took, like, less time than, like, making sure all the pause and options and stuff worked. Like, that stuff was actually really hard for me. And I put it off for so long because I'm like, I don't want to do, like, a title screen and a pause menu and all this stuff. The pause had, like, a huge bug where it would lag. You'd pause for, like, a few minutes and it would lag for minutes, and it was like game ending bug. And thankfully I was able to fix it. Dave helped a bit with that. It was kind of one of those moments where like Dave didn't give me the exact fix, but Dave was just like talking to me and like giving me ideas, and then I just figured it out. So we fixed that pause glitch, and now you can actually pause and it works fine. You can like roll, pause, and then when you unpause it finishes your roll. It works perfect, as far as I'm concerned. UI toolkit. I'm using whatever the hell default Unity UI is in the editor. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. I made all the music too. I really like making music for this game. That's something I want to get more into as well, just in general, is make music. And this game's a good way to kind of learn that a bit. Looks like I could show off some tech people have found. Apparently you can make this. This seems like so far. What? That's so crazy. How does it go that far? Like this, I guess it carries your speed the whole time. Right? It must be carrying your... It never cancels your megaphone speed. You're like moving the whole time. Bat skip? Well, now I need to like get back to bat on a new save if I want to do that. So the bat's not there anymore. Hold on. Let's put speedrun mode on. You can see what speedrun mode is. There's no cutscene at the start anymore. There's no tutorial. I kind of feel bad because in the old demo you had to watch the intro every time. Yo, I got the roll. I know some of I know some tech in my own game. The other skips and crypts. Dude. Y'all have been like finding crazy shit while I was asleep. I mean, there used to be like a 20-second intro, but that was still kind of annoying for a 3-minute long run. I think this runs like 10 minutes. It's actually pretty long. For a demo. 10-minute speedrun. So you can quit out here and just continue from there. I'm gonna go up though, because I want to go to the tomb early. See how fast I can get to the tomb. I was gonna say I should check the Elder Dog dialogue, but this actually breaks it anyways. I still can't see it. Once you get the skateboard, it becomes the Ruins dialogue. Yeah, there's just so much more to the game now. Which I think is a testament to how much has been added for Demo 2, and like how much of it is actually kind of interesting, because I'm like, it's kind of hard like to keep adding things and make them interesting and not, you know, just the same as all the other gameplay, but I think I've been doing a pretty good job of like adding new things that are different. Like there's a lot more enemy arenas to fight in this one. There's a lot more unique mechanics, like all the traps, the mirrors. And that's something I want to do more going forward to keep the game fresh. Like I don't want it to just be run around the area and like fight the same enemies. I want there to be like unique enemies in every area, unique mechanics like this in most areas. Like there's gonna be the factory that's gonna have like moving platforms and conveyor belts and stuff. So I'm already planning. I don't have the megaphone. I'm trying to do megaphone skips. And then obviously, you know, you're gonna be able to do the towers in any order. So who knows what the route will be when the game's done. Maybe this will be the final tower, maybe this will be somewhere in the middle. Maybe we'll go here first, who knows. Crypt skips, okay, teach me. Right before bat. Well, I know someone told me there's just a missing collider. Septic mentioned there's just a missing collider. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Dude, I'm so unlucky with the hearts. I just want hearts. I think I did great with this song just because it fits the mood so well. I like the song. Yo. Okay, in this room? Hit the lever through the wall? Skateboard towards the lever and hit it right as you reach the bars. What? There's no way! Why does that go further than usual? Y'all are finding crazy shit. What the hell? Lever skips, dude? Hollow Knight? How does that help you go further? That's weird as hell, dude. That's actually so weird. Okay, I saw you all doing this. I only have 5 hearts. That's not good for the skip, right? Hold on, let me get one. Real quick. Let me ride past all these ghosts. Get 1 extra at least. Isn't it like... You gotta roll up here at some point. I don't know what y'all are doing. You clearly just roll up until it works, right? Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. It's insanely hard. Okay, where? In speedrunning? Oh, I see. You just... I don't know how to... When do you time that? Do you want the lunge attack? I didn't even mean to get that. Lunge or light beam? Where do you roll? I didn't know you could like clip out of bounds in this game anywhere. You can do it. Is this even consistent at all? You have to like hold right or just... Just roll and like hold no direction. I just went through. I don't know, I think we should just ban this glitch. It's clearly impossible. I don't know how to patch it out, because I don't even know how this is happening. Does that have to do with, like, falling? Is the falling part of it, do you think? Like, you have to fall? It never lets... How do you fall without just getting hit? Because I always just get hit. Did I get hit while I was falling? Wait, I'm dead. Why am I still trying? How did I die? What? Oh, I reloaded with like 2 health, I think. Hit the last frame of your fall. That's so weird. I don't know, I'm getting hit while I'm falling, but it's just it's just pushing me down. I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to like wonder how this even happens. Maybe you have to get like wedged in there like that. So that it pushes you to the right, because like the bat collider pushes you right. Yo! I'm dead. Extend my collider. That's not actually how that works. So you need to then clip out, clip back in before you die. That's like so impossible. Yo, the bat's over here, dude. Bro doesn't know what to do. You know, I could easily just extend this collider if I really wanted. But then you'd have to do the bat skip. Can you walk through... I guess the gate counts as a different collider, right? Dude, I'm cracked. Are you kidding me? The skip is free. Too bad you can't do much. Get away from me! It's weird that you can fall. Yo, this dude hit itself! Wow. I got an idea. Oh. Can you do it from the bottom? I can't seem to get it there. Do y'all think if you only had to clip out, it wouldn't be too annoying to go for? If you could just walk to the door? Because I have the power to just do that. I mean, it still seems kind of annoying, right? Like, I just missed it twice. Maybe I'm just bad, though. Hotfix moment? Shit. See, because sometimes you just go up. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. I guess it depends where I'm rolling a bit. Yeah. That does kind of feel consistent. Live hotfix. Shit, I didn't mean to follow. I kind of suck at this. Does it like depend where I'm rolling from too? Well, you're not supposed to be able to get hit while you're falling, but there's clearly something that's letting that happen. It's kind of RNG though, too, isn't it? Because you need that attack. What? Why didn't that hit me? Does that not do damage? It's supposed to, yeah, I guess I tagged it wrong. Why would the laser not damage you? Okay, well that's interesting. You know, I could just fix that right now. If you want me to, if you really want to do that skip. I don't know, it seems kind of annoying, but I could make it viable right now. What? You don't like the bat? I'm gonna make y'all fight the bat just because I worked so hard on it. Anyways, this derailed into testing stuff, but it's okay. The door! You see, if you zoom into the precise pixel position, it's actually it's actually too far in. Wall. Well, the wall goes all the way out here. So it's actually pretty far off. Wait, is that not centered? Oh, that's not the grid. I made that way too big. Yeah, chat, let's just do this. So here's the question, would this even work? I think it would. I think it would work. I have to actually get the skip though. Where am I? This kind of breaks when I load in scenes like this. With the current setup, I need to figure out a way to fix that. No! Place myself out of bounds, true. But why don't I just get it? Dude! He keeps spawning me in nowhere. Okay, I'm just dead. Go, the bat's coming. It works. Is this really what you want? Do you really want to be forced to do bat skip in any percent? Because you convinced me to expand the loading zone? I'm patching in skips to make them possible, yeah. That's more fun. Feels too easy. Listen, I'll consider it, okay? This was supposed to be a showcase stream, which it was, so that's okay. We just got sidetracked. It's still a lost call. Okay, I want to do some closing statements and stuff. It's maybe not the best place to do it. But yeah, what else do I have to say? Oh, you know what? I actually have a great way to close this off. Where this isn't even showing on stream. For some reason. Oh, that's above that. Okay. But yeah, this game has come a long way in the past, like, I guess 2 years mostly. And yeah, I'm really proud of how far it's come. It's really turned into something that I kind of like imagined it could be, but I wasn't sure if I could pull it off. And it's really awesome. I think I mentioned this before, but I used to always like draw little like Zelda maps and stuff. I always wanted to like make my own Zelda game when I was a kid, and this is kind of like that becoming real in a way. So I hope that I can continue to make this and make it really cool. Come out before Silksong? Probably not. I'm not even halfway done. You don't think I was gonna make this game like huge? It has to be a huge game. This game only works if it's like big enough to be like, why is this game so big? That's something that like I've realized, that in order for this game to be what I want it to, it needs to have like a pretty big map. And that's okay, because I like building out the map. That's my favorite part. Honestly, the part that's been like draining me has been like having to work on bug fixes and menus and UI and shit. Like, I don't like doing that as much as building out the map, so I'm excited to just get back to doing that and doing stuff that I find more fun. But I am really glad that I got stuff like this working, like the save and quit, the title theme. It's going to be really easy to work off of. And I'm happy that a lot of the bugs have been fixed. Obviously there's still a lot of bugs, but hopefully none that are super intrusive to casual play. And the ones that maybe are a little bit, I can aim to get rid of those for the full game. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely be doing some more fun stuff when I come back to working on this, instead of bugfish polish. I will say though that doing this in a demo format, where I had one demo and then the second demo, it motivates me to polish things enough to have the demo be playable, because otherwise I probably would have just kept leaving it a bit broken, because when I'm playing it, it's like, that's fine if it's broken, right? So Demo 2 has allowed me to add a lot of things that probably would have been added way later. And that helps me a lot. But I'm very proud of how far this game has come. I want to show off before we end here. The first ever prototype demo of this game that I apparently still have. I don't know if I even ever showed this one. I don't think I did. But we can see just how far this has come. Where is this? I'm struggling to find my folder. Here we go. So this is this is called on my computer Top Down. There was no name yet. I don't even know if I did I ever show this? Did I ever show this off? I think I did. There's no audio, so I'll maybe play some of the OST while we're doing this. So the house is a bit different. You can see, first of all, there's like a weird off color there. But also, there was just pure black, which I've removed because I thought it was like too much on the eyes. But you can see like how much has both changed and stayed the same. Look at the roll animation. This is so bad. I think I mostly kept the top and bottom roll the same. But you can see here, it's so much more cramped. The black looks so weird, like it's too contrasty. I think I just got some tearing there. Pixel tearing. We got our little slime guys. They all just walk on water. So cute. Look at the upwards sprite on the scorpion. It looks so bad. But this is like the early prototype where it's literally just one room and there's all this random crap. And there's no loads or anything. There's the bats, you can see they were here already. They look a bit weirder though. Their feet just like disappear. And they shoot these weird waves. This was like the original those little robot guys. This guy isn't even in the game yet. I'm probably gonna add this guy at some point. In some way. The like silly snowman guy. Yeah, there's no loads. The roll looks awful. The sideways roll is so funny looking. There's like a floaty. You can float in the water. Holy shit! Holy shit, I forgot this was even here! Look at all this shit. There's a cat! How are you doing today? The weather is so perfect, you know? Oh, it locks you! I did show this off on stream at some point. I remember this. Look at this text, it looks so bad. See, we've come so far, chat. We have come so far. As you can see. Hold on, I want to play this more. I definitely show this on stream because I remember showing off the fact that the cat would lock you in place. This had falling in pits and stuff. I think this might have been, this was the first time I ported this over to tile sets, I think. Or maybe not. No, I don't think this was tile sets. Cause like, what is going on here? Nice smushed pixel. There was so much like bugs I had to work out between this and when the game is actually playable, even in the first demo. There's a stairway to nowhere, I remember this. So much weird stuff. It's like so broken and unfinished, but it's kind of cool just to look at. Ew, these bridges look gross. But you can see like the ideas behind some things were here, like the town is here. There's that little intro area with the lake and the river and stuff. And this was, when was this made? It's kind of hard to know. The folder says 12/8/2021. December 2021. So that was a while ago. Air roll moment? Yep. I got it first try. Now I can't do it. Oh right, because they're RNG in this, I think. That was actually crazy I got that. This was before Speed Patch, obviously. But yeah, that's how far this game has come in 2 years, or almost. No, that's like 2, a little over 2, right? It's cool to look back and see how much has been added in. But you know, the framework was here. And there's even older versions. I don't think I have them anywhere. This is the oldest version I have. On my PC right now. Maybe I could find an older one, but I don't know. I'm just happy to have that much work done. And here's to making the rest of the game now. Now I just have to make the rest of the game. Lost Call is going to become the new Silk Song with how long it's going to take. But I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope you think the game's cool, even just a little bit. I'm really proud of it. And yeah, play the demo yourself if you want to. I'd really appreciate everyone giving it a shot. And yeah, thank you for watching. This is like one of my passion projects, so I'm really happy to be able to show it off to so many people. Thank you, everyone. I will be back with this game when there is more to show off. Stay tuned. And yeah, I'll find something to stream after. I'm gonna just go to BRB. Oh, you know what? Y'all want like a hidden unused track that I don't even know if I'm gonna use? Who knows if I'll use this? I just made this in the sound font because I was having fun. So I'll give you this during the BRB. Alright, be right back. Oh shit, I'm unmuted. Hello. So yeah, I don't know if that song's gonna get used ever, but... That's currently an unused track. This one's the factory song. Should we just do some Suika gaming? I might just do Suika for a bit.